Hey, cousins. Hey, welcome back. Welcome back. Baby, I'm back. Hey, cousins, listen, let's check in. Check in with me real quick. It's May 1st, 2026. Mm-hmm. And cousins, I wanna bring a conversation to the table. Okay? I want to bring a conversation to the table. And I'll be talking. Let's just have a little table conversation. And April showers brings May flowers. Now I know y'all know what that means. I know y'all like, duh, cousin. We all know that. Do you though? Cause let me bring something to your attention. We all know that in Ecclesiastes it say there's a season for everything. We know that, right? Okay. Okay. And so there is. But most times we misrepresent what those seasons look like in our lives. I'm not talking about summer, spring, winter, and fall. I'm talking about the season of quiet. I'm talking about the season of growth. I'm talking about the harvest season. All of these different seasons in our lives, not just what we're taught in school. Let's be more transparent. You know how I just love to be transparent with you, cousins. Listen, the last 3 years of my life have been a season of showers, right? Showers of grief, showers of tears, showers of misunderstanding, showers of abandonment, showers of resentment, just all of these showers. And we don't understand when we go through these things. And I don't know how it is for some of you cousins. You know, we always hear the older generation say, "You'll understand by and by." And it's true. It's true. I ain't gonna knock it. It's true. But what's not taught is what we're going to understand. Now, some things you can't be taught, but in the general concept of what are we to learn? Let me help you out just a little bit there, cousins. Now, my 3 years, grief. And here's what I've learned is when you hear the word grief, you assume to see a certain version of a person. Not just me, anybody you may know. You just always assume to see this version of them broken, hurt, not together, right? And it reminds me of a statement I heard an individual say to me once. They said to me, "Well, you don't even look like you hurting. You don't even look like you're in pain." And if I could be very extra transparent and let you know, I didn't understand what that meant then. Now, then I was offended. I was like, what? That's stupid. I was offended. But here it is. When you grow and when you mature and when you listen with your heart and not just your ears, you could hear what that means in a totality. And so it brings me back to my point. May flowers. So I had to go through the showering season. I had to go through the showering season of all of this misunderstanding, all of this gut wrenching hurt, all of this brokenness that you couldn't see, all of this rainy, 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 rainy days, right? Not just literally, but metaphorically and metaphysically as well. But with transparency, the showers didn't stop just because I kept showing up. So now that I think about that comment that was made to me in my May flowers season, because I'm in a new season now, cousins. Now it sounds like you couldn't see me hurt because you wasn't supposed to see me hurt. It's like when you go outside and it's raining and you take your umbrella, you're not wet. because you're not supposed to be wet because you have an umbrella. And so we forget that these different things, items, components are necessary. Rain boots are necessary. The umbrella, necessary. The rain jacket, necessary. The waterproof purse, necessary. Mm-hmm. You tracking with me? You tracking? Okay. So you get to all of this that you need to do, that you need to have. You need all of these different tools, all of these different essential items to get through the rainy season. And everybody's rainy season is not the same time frame. Cousins, let me encourage you. Your season of rain is not my season of rain. Okay? Your thunderstorms are not my thunderstorms. Okay? Your hurricanes and your tornadoes are not mine. But we all go through a season that is to prepare us for the next. Now, here's something I know 72% of us do, or know somebody that does. We always say, and this is facts, this is not even just a statement quoted, you reap what you sow. That's Bible. But there's a process. And the process is where 80% of everyone fails at, because we feel like, I did it, I need a reward. I sowed it, where am I reaping? We ain't thinking about everything we sowing, but we mad at everything we reaping. I'm not preaching, and I'm not a preacher today anyway. And so we're not gonna, I'm just want to throw that out there, because in the May flowers is a part of the process to get to the harvest season. So you needed the rain, you needed the water, you needed it to wash out, you needed it to cleanse, you needed it to purge, you needed it to remove some impurities to get you prepared for the growing season. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So now you can see the imperfections. Now you can see the impurities. And now you can identify what needs to be removed. Now you can now you can go cut your grass. Right? Because you needed the water so that it can grow, so that you can cut it, so that you can maintain it, so that your maintenance could work for your good. I mean, because, you know, now here's the thing. You doing all of that. That's the Mayflower season. We're in me. I'm in my Mayflower season. Why? Because when you want to be in a place where your heart is free and forgiveness is real, and you can not judge a person based off their lack of accountability, and based off their ignorance, and based off their lack of maturity, and based off of their that was a blank. That was a blank for you to fill in. Right. So once you can do all of that, now you're in your flower season. Now it's time to start growing. Because once the flower is grown, yeah, I'm just excited that I'm growing. I'm just excited that I'm growing, cousins. Because see, once the flower is grown and it's harvest season, somebody gonna be ready to make a bouquet. That's all I'm saying, is somebody gonna be ready to make a bouquet. Now I hope this has encouraged you on today. Okay, the way it has encouraged me. I am working on a few different projects, cousins. You see a couple of my posts going up. Be on the lookout for the drop. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, we're going to drop. But literally, I wanted to really come back and say April showers brings May flowers. So if you're in the season of rainy, it's okay, because you come out of that season to start growing. But you got to go through. Get your umbrella and your rubber ducky boots on so you can make it through. Now, this is still the progress of a widow.